Hi everyone, this is a quick look inside video of what I found is the bottom half of a case for a pair of two wireless IEMs from an unidentified model. And I found this sitting on the side of the road. It's been run over, but let's have a look inside and just see what's in this. I wouldn't expect a whole lot. I don't think we're going to need any tools to get into this. So we have a battery that's labeled, is that 800 milliamp hour there? I believe so. And we've got a small board. Well, let's see if we can get this board out. Maybe we have to take this battery out. Maybe we can, it's held on with some double-sided tape here. And let's see what we see underneath. Maybe a screw? That's what we're kind of looking for. That looks like might be a screw. We'll find some screwdrivers and see if we can find what we need for that. I'm guessing this one will work. Yep. Sorry, my computer's doing an update in the background, which is why I'm spending my time with this at the moment. So what have we got? We've got, here's the screwdriver. We've got a single clicky button. We've got 4 LEDs. Those, where did those come through? Oh, they probably came through the front here. We have a small inductor of some sort, some capacitors, resistors, and a single chip. We have the charging pins for the IEM. Sorry, that's not focusing very well. Maybe that's all right. And so these LEDs must show the state of charge, right? With resistor, that's probably pulled-in resistor for the button. But single chips having it, we've got plus 5 volts, minus 5 volts on these. And these are those sorts of spring pins that are used for this. You know what? Those are fairly shoddily soldered. I'm going to cut the battery off. On the other hand, we don't have to be too worried. Well, let's get that off cleanly. We don't have to be too worried about the battery because it does have a protection board on it. So this is actually a quite useful battery for all sorts of things. So the charging circuitry, well, it all appears to be handled by a single chip here. Probably purpose designed for these little things. Let's see if we can read what that chip says. I'm seeing a hot chip. I'm going to have to change my glasses. It says hot chip. Oh, still a little small for me. We'll have to go with something that will really. So it says hot chip DC 0035 E. DC 0035 E. And assuming that at the bottom that's the date, that would be 21/50th week, maybe? So, yeah. So maybe I'll have a look at what that chip is. But not too much to it. A battery, a special purpose chip, clicky button to set up pairing probably, and the LEDs to give the state of charge. You really wouldn't expect much more to it. Nothing on the back really. It's a 2-layer board. So this chip has got to be providing both, it's got to be driving both the charging to the IEMs, which would clip onto those little pins, and also handling the charging of the battery, or is that, it must, right? And then we've got the protection circuit here for, is that a protection circuit? There's a board. I can't see the chip, but yeah, it looks like it. It looks like we can see a MOSFET or something in there. Okay, the other interesting thing is we have a couple of little magnets to hold the IEMs in place. I assume those are, yeah, those are magnets. Those are just pushed in there. Those will save, because magnets are always fun. There's the button. No brand name on this except for that hot chip thing, and I will look that up and be right back. So I looked around for this chip online and I was unable to find the data sheet, but I was able to find a number of boards like this using it for this purpose, one of which described it. Let's get the mouse out and go back. Describes the chip for sale for a unit price of $2.11. Boost converter, Bluetooth charging IC, multi-function power management, SoC, and yeah, so that's what they, it's a purpose-built chip for this purpose, and not a terribly expensive one. So that's pretty well all there is about this. Now, I don't know if this one does what some of these cases do, and certainly the ones on my JBLs do, which is transfer the state of charge of the case, right? So of this battery to the IEM so that they can then send that information to the app. And if it's doing, and those only have 2 pins like these, so it's sending that information is being sent either via Bluetooth itself, which I see no antenna on this board, and I see no Bluetooth chip, so that seems unlikely. My guess is it's being put onto the power line somehow. Probably just a slow serial signal would be totally fine. So it probably is capable of pulsing the power signal to provide a low bandwidth communication between that chip and whatever IEMs this came from. What's interesting about this is just how generic it is. There's no manufacturer's information anywhere here except we have a name of the board. I suppose I could look that up, but I have no idea who manufactured this. So, thanks for watching. That's kind of interesting. It would be interesting to open up a name brand one and see if it's any more complex, but I doubt it. I mean, why would you do that? There seems to be a single chip solution that seems to be widely available from Chinese sites. Well, to people who'd be like to manufacture something like this. This board is pretty straightforward. Why would you use a more complicated solution when that's available? Anyhow, thanks for watching.